Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna continue working on Mar, my ocean journal. Last week we did the cover, so I'm gonna link that video down below. And today we're gonna work on the signature. So I have a bunch of papers here and I want to share with you my process of finding papers for a journal. So let's get started. Okay, so I have here the paper pad that I used to make this in the previous video. And so I put some of this paper in here. So I may want to use some of this paper for a page. But I also have this bag that it's from an aquarium. It's about not using plastic, but I really like the jellyfish, so I have to figure out a way to use it. One way you can use a paper bag like this is as a pocket page, but in this case, oops, this is way too big. So I'm not gonna be able to use it as a pocket because I have to trim it anyway, so I may just, I don't know, we'll see, create a pocket or just use it as a paper. I have a hard doily that I don't know if I'm gonna use, and I have this filter paper that this is the original color, it's brown. I've used before, you know, the white filter papers. After I've used them, they are coffee stained, so I've used those before. So I may use this one, and I recently dyed a bunch of envelopes. I've never done this, so these are coffee dyed. And I'm not sure I'm gonna use them today, but I want to keep them in hand because I may use them for ephemera as I work on my journal. And here's one, this one I messed it up. I was drying my papers with the hair dryer and I put it too close to this one and the plastic shrunk. So not a good idea. So these two are dyed with food coloring. I don't know if you can see, my food coloring dyeing didn't work as well as I expected because I think I need to add a lot more dye. My water was dark blue, but it didn't translate so well in the paper. So I need to play more with food coloring dyeing. Oh, here's another one with coffee. And here I have a bunch of papers that I dyed with my son. I put food coloring in bubble solution and I made him blow bubbles on top of my papers. That was a fun activity. And so I have some book pages that I may or may not use as pages in my journal. So this one has an iceberg on the ocean, so I may use this one, but the other ones I keep them on hand for ephemera making. So these are all others that were dyed with bubble solution. It's very cool because the bubbles stay on top of the paper and then they go away, but they leave the mark. So that was a huge bubble and left that mark. Let me see if you can see it there. So these are good for pages. I'm gonna use this for sure. So most of the papers that I dye, it's regular copy paper that I've bought secondhand, but also some new. So that's not a very reusable thing. But these are from old notebooks. So I try to get to dye papers that otherwise would go to waste, like old notebooks and things like that. And then I have a series of, I'm gonna turn these ones like this. Coffee dyed paper with stenciling. So I have a set of stencils of sea creatures, and so these ones I did just by putting the stencil and then brushing coffee on top. So it's kind of a cool result. I think this is more like traditionally done. I really like this one too. Some of them didn't work, so I may not use that one or this one, maybe this one. Not all of my stencil work works. I don't know why. I also put a stencil here. I think I can barely see the seahorse in here, but this music paper didn't take on it. I don't know why. I still need to figure out more paper dyeing techniques and why in the same session with the same coffee with the same stencil sometimes I have like nothing showing up or barely showing, and then I have really cool impressions. So none of this are that good. Like this one is good. Well, kind of. Maybe not great, but better than whatever that was in the music paper. This is a coloring book page that I coffee dyed. I really like how this looks. And here's another one. I love this. This is the best impression I got. It's a total. So I'm definitely using this not as a page. I'm thinking maybe I'll make a pocket with this. This is also a notebook, a small notebook page. And some of them got nothing. So then these are all food coloring dyed. Again, they didn't take up very well. This one has a starfish stenciling there. You can barely see it. I don't know why. I was not very excited, but I may still use that one. With some of them, you can see the impression of the stencil, like just by putting the stencil there, but the dye didn't accumulate where it should to dye it. So yeah, this stenciling work, you can barely see it. I may still use them because they have that blue tint. And this coloring book page didn't take up any of the food coloring dye except here. So this is the same book that I did the other one with coffee. Where is it? So look at the difference. It took coffee very well, but not food coloring dye. This one is pretty cool. This is one of the best I got with the food coloring. Don't ask me what's the difference. I did them all at the same time with the same solution. This is a coloring page my son brought from school, so I'm using that. And some of the, because I did the coffee and the food coloring the same day, some of them got a little bit of both. So I really like that because my other papers also have blue and brown. So, and these are more of the small, you can see here, some coffee and blue. And I have, these are index cards. This is coffee dyed and this is food coloring. Just the food coloring wasn't good enough. And this is another cool one with coffee. So yeah, I mean, I'm showing you all the papers I have. A lot of them are not great. Like you can see the total there, but I really like this part though. So I may use a lot of these, none of these, we'll see. So I do want to keep at least one of these per signature, so that I'll do that. And I also have some papers that I've modified myself, so I did a lot of stamping here. I did this a while ago. This is some kids paper, and I just went on top with my whale stamps. I mean, I have a set of ocean stamps, which is this one. I've had this for a long time. It's beautiful. I love it, and I'm gonna definitely use it in this journal. So this, I think I want to use this as a page. Just beautiful. And I have this other one. I made those circles with a piece of cardstock that I made it into a stencil. I basically cut out circles and then I used that as a stencil. I ink it with blue ink and then I stamp on top of some of them, just like bubbles. I don't know, this will be too small for a page, but definitely for ephemera paper. This, another one, this is just craft paper, packaging craft paper. So I'll probably use these ones for ephemera making. And I have this blue copy paper I bought secondhand, so I'll use that. And I've used this other paper in several journals. I don't know what type of paper it is, but you can see there it's kind of translucent, but not. So I really like it, so I'm going to use that. And this is more like cardstock, so I may not use it for pages, but maybe to make journaling cards and so on. Okay, so let's get started with choosing this paper, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna pick some papers from magazines and books. Okay, so I have a bunch of papers here that I think are the best candidates, and then I want to choose one from this magazine. Let me move that there. So this is a Smithsonian magazine from 1989 that I bought at a estate sale. And it has this one. The future has always depended on our ability to see new possibilities. And it's like it's an advertisement, but see, look at that. I love this image. So it's the ocean and some ships. So like this one is cool too. So I'm gonna take this whole thing out. Oh my god, those tables are huge. So let's see how, I may not use this, but definitely this one. Then I have that and this book. So I've used this book in the past a lot. You've seen me using it, especially for my shabby chic journal. So I thought I had like an ocean theme scene here, but I think it was this. It's missing the other part. So I used the other page on something else. Maybe the other page had more. I don't know. But the only thing that it's ocean theme here is that ship. Another one there. So I'm not gonna really use it. This is like a beach house. So I'm not gonna use it as a page, but I'll keep it close for ephemera making. And I also have this American History magazine from 1986 that I got at the same estate sale. And it's about the Titanic. So there is a lot of pictures of the Titanic. I may not use those. I love this. I love this. But see, there are ships. There are maps with the ocean, you know. It's everything about the Titanic, which I thought I could use because you see, this is the bottom of the ocean. Look at this. This is beautiful. I feel bad using this in my journal. Thought I would use this one, honestly, but then I thought about it. I don't know. I don't know if I want a tragedy in my journal. So I'm only picking one page from a magazine, which is kind of not common of me, but because this is an ocean journal, it's going to be hard to find images from magazines that would fit. but that's why I ended up dyeing a bunch of paper. But I have all of this, so I want to make 2 signatures. I'm thinking maybe 10 pages, 10 to 12 pages per signature. So let's start folding paper. So I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm just gonna fold it in half. I mean, if you've made your own journals, you probably know all of this, but I need to figure the size of my page. So I'm gonna do this now. This is gonna be my template. I'm gonna use my inside cover as my guide, so that's gonna be the size that I want for my pages. This here. So I'm just gonna use my ruler to do this. Okay. So I'm obviously not going to throw this away. This is perfectly fine coffee dyed paper that I'll use for sure. So this is gonna be the size of my pages. It's slightly smaller than my journal cover, but that's fine because I don't want the paper to come out, because I'll add ephemera that will eventually be coming out of the journal. Okay, so I'm going to fold all my pages and I'll be back. Okay, so I folded all of my papers and I ended up selecting 28 sheets in total, so that's gonna be 14 per signature, which is gonna be a big signature, but I mean, I think I want to have all of these. So I just want to show you what I did with the paper back. I ended up just cutting a portion of that paper just to leave the jellyfish on that side and the jellyfish on the back on the other side. I may still use some of this paper, you know, for decorations. And I folded some into pockets so that the page will have a pocket like this one. So what I'm gonna do now is to set them up in signatures. This is my template, so this one will go on top for now. I mean, I think I'll keep it on top, and then I'll trim all the pages. So I'm gonna speed this process up. Okay, so I have the 2 signatures ready for now. So I'm gonna put this one first as my template. I think I don't mind where to cut. I mean, I could just cut top and side. Would that work? I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I have some pockets at the bottom. So I'm just gonna put all my paper together like this. Find the middle. Where's my middle? And do like boom, boom, boom. And following the first page, which is my template page, I'm just gonna use my ruler and my craft knife, and I'm going to just trim this. You have to go over a few times. Okay, some of this paper was very tough, but I got it. So I'm gonna take now this. I think this is gonna be my first page. I decided that. And I'm gonna do the rest on here, but I'm actually going to separate this into two because that was very hard to do. Okay, so I have my two signatures ready to go. Let's see. Oh, yes, perfect. This is gonna be a big journal, but look, it looks so nice. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the binding of my two signatures off camera. I'm gonna do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm pretty sure you've seen how that goes. So I'll bind my signatures, and then we're gonna finish the pockets, add some ephemera, decorate some of the pages, and that would be all for this journal for now. I may add an eyelet here on top. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a hole and add an eyelet so before I bind the signatures, so that I can add a charm later. I'm not gonna do that now, but I want to leave it a possibility. And I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and fun fact, this is actually the next day. So if the camera looks a little bit different, it's because I had to do the setup again. But I did bind my two signatures, and I glued my pockets like this one. We still need to decorate a little bit and make a closure, but I'm really loving how this is looking. I still have this that I need to make a pocket with that. I have my ephemera holder where I have all my ocean stuff and a bunch of paper raffles that I'm not sure if I'm really gonna use them. I have a little piece of ephemera here, so I'll show you the ephemera once we start filling it up. So let's find a place for this. I want to make a pocket. This is not thick paper, it's just notebook paper, but I've made pockets with this paper before, and it works fine. You just have to be careful and not rip it. But I do want to use, well, this one actually. I was thinking a more sturdy paper for this. It's not gonna fit all of it, but I guess I'm just gonna cut that part there, and then we'll use the rest. It's gonna be a tall pocket, but I not only want it as a pocket but also as a decoration because this is my favorite stenciling mark that I did, because you know, not all of them turn out great. So it still looks good. Oh, and I think I can stamp here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's stamp. I still have matte here from when I did the cover, so I'm just gonna add that there. So let me see if you can see. So I'm just gonna stamp matte. I really like it. I really like it. And do I want to put something else like washi tape here? Do we want to make a thumb notch? Maybe. Let's make one. Oop. See, this is what happens when you use thinner paper. Sometimes the the punches don't work as well. So I'm gonna use my scissors. It's not gonna be perfect, but nothing in this journal is perfect. Then I'll do more ink. There we go. That's okay. So I realized that my second signature is the one that has more pockets. I don't know if I added more pockets after I finished recording the other part, but basically all I did was to fold some of the pages to create some small pockets. It's not going to be like a journal full of pockets because this is going to be my personal journal, so I'm going to be doing a lot of writing in here, but also collages, and I'll make pockets as I go depending on what I'm journaling about. So it's gonna be more of a naked journal, and I'll work on it over time. So this is what happened in the previous time I used the same paper to make a pocket. Is that the glue, you can see it there, but I actually don't mind. It's because the look that I wanted for this journal is a little bit grungy. I mean, I know it doesn't look like that because this cover is more modern, but I wanted to have that combination. I'm actually very happy. We're gonna do a final flip through once we're done. So we have that, and let's find ephemera to put in there. So I have this little booklet, I guess, that it's just coffee dye paper that goes this way, and this can be used as a hidden journaling spot, and that's just a cluster on top. And then here I have journaling cards. I think I'm gonna take them all out, and tags. These ones are not, I love these ones. So I use those very shiny stickers in here. I didn't add Mod Podge to any of these, and I'm not sure if I want to. I'm gonna just keep them like that. I usually add Mod Podge when I'm giving a journal away. Oh, this one has a hidden pocket. Just to make sure that everything, the collage in here, it's very well sealed, and also to mattify these stickers. But because this is my personal journal, I honestly don't mind if if the stickers are shiny. Ooh, I made this a while ago. I have a video, I'm gonna link it down below, where I made this bag. So I'm gonna definitely add those. I'm gonna take everything out, but I may not use all of it. I don't think I have more here. So let's see, this one. Do I need a ribbon for this? This is very big. So this can go here actually. Look at that. Yes, 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 beautiful. So I'm gonna put a white, oh yeah, that looks good, a white eyelet. I haven't really been using those white eyelets because I was like, I don't want to use white, but for this one it actually looks good. Okay, I have all of this blue ribbon. I think I want to use this one. Okay, so I'm just putting the ribbon through my eyelet. And there we have it. I love it. So this is a journaling tag. There is coffee dye paper on the back where I can write. And because this page is big, I'm not gonna have enough space to do a collage or write. I'll write on my tag, so that's gonna be my journaling spot. And I like that. So I didn't tell you, I did put an eyelet there, and I'll be making a charm. We have this journaling card that has a pocket on the back like this. Oh, but not for this type, just for a piece of paper, which could be a piece of journaling paper. So let me see if I have a piece here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use some cut aparts from the paper pad. I love that one that says enjoy the little things. Okay, so I have this enjoy all the little things, and I think this could work as a nice journaling prompt. So I'm gonna put it in here. So maybe when I feel like journaling and I see this, I write about all the little things. So that's gonna be a hidden journaling card. So it's gonna go in there. Oh, I didn't mention I put washi tape in here because that paper was cracking that edge, so I put some washi tape and it looks good. The other one was fine, so let's see, what do we put in there? This other journaling card. Oh look, I love this one. This jellyfish. So beautiful, so simple. This is just text, a piece of magazine that had text. I stamped some numbers and then I put a sticker on it. That's how simple I make my journaling cards. And then on the back it has coffee dye paper. So that's gonna go in there. Okay, so now we're in my second signature. That's where I put most of the pockets without realizing that. So I have this other very simple journaling card that can go in there. Let's see. And I can add this as well. So this is a clothing tag, and I left the eyelet that came with, so I collaged around, and I want to put a piece of thread. These are my leftover threads from binding. Okay, that's just a little something to add there, so we can have that one in there. Looks nice. Okay, this is a tiny pocket that I can put another journaling card in there. Ooh, I just love these cards that I made. And here I have another pocket, which this other one can go in there. Yes, look at how beautiful this is. Or do I want to put this one on the other? Maybe let's do this one. Do I want to put an eyelet here? I don't know if I want to put a top on this one because I have a seahorse. If I put an eyelet or a hole, it's gonna cut. Unless I do the small hole and I don't put an eyelet, let's do that. And put some twine. Where's my small hole? Here. So that we don't cut or don't cover the seahorse head. Ooh, that was perfect. And maybe this twine is too thick. Will it go all of it? Yes, it's unraveling, but I mean, that's okay. Just gonna add more to that grungy effect that we're going for here. So yeah, that's gonna go in there. I wanted to do something with this pocket. Do I want to put a piece of this, or do I want to stamp on it? Let's put a piece of this, and just a small one as a decoration. I'm going to ink around, and then on the other side we're gonna stamp a whale. Let's do that. These are paper ruffles. I've talked about it before. I got the idea from Natasha from Treasure Books. That's a nice little decoration in there. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, we have more stuff. Maybe I won't put anything in the middle for now. So where's the other pocket? This one. So let me grab my stamps. Oh, that are right here. Okay. So because I have that coffee stain, I'm gonna use blue ink to contrast and keep the theme. I have this ink pads that I bought a while ago. They're very small, easy to use. So I'm just gonna go ink my stamp. Yeah, that's kind of very subtle, but I mean, I guess it's what's going for. I could have stamped it better, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it like that. And what was I going to do there? Maybe this one. Do we want to put these ones in a pocket? Maybe we'll do that. But I need to put some stickers and fun things in here, and I need to put some papers. So where's my middle page? Here. What do I want to do with this middle page? Let's stamp the whale again. This is gonna be blue on blue, but that's okay. Maybe my blue is drying because this is kind of old. Gonna press it very well. Oh, that's much better. Nice. Was a lot of effort. The other side, we're gonna do a brown. This one that says a whale in the sea. I got this stamps a while ago from Amazon because I've mentioned it before. When I work on my bullet journal for a long time, I had a lot of ocean theme. All my pages were ocean related. So I wanted to have things for it. Okay, so I stamped the edge a lot, but that's fine. I think it makes it look more interesting. Okay, so we're gonna put one back here, and I'm gonna grab more papers. Okay, so I have these cut aparts. This one needs a little bit trimming from that paper pad. So I'm gonna add some in here that I can use for collaging, of course, when I'm on the go. And let's add some stickers. Okay, and that's gonna go in there. I'm just gonna add some of these scrap papers that I'll add this too. I mean, I'm thinking about what things I can use for collage. And I'll add this other strip of music paper because I am gonna take this on vacation. So I kind of want to have some things on the go. I'll actually put more papers in here as well. So I'm gonna add a few more stickers in here. Oh, I think this one has some stickers too. Ooh, I love, this is my favorite part. It's finding surprises. So I'm gonna add a couple more of these. Oh, I like this one. Okay, just one of these. Boom, boom, boom. I love this bag. Look at it. So beautiful. This is a washi sticker. And I'm gonna clip it right here, like that. Sometimes I like to add a little ribbon to the paper clip. Sometimes I just leave them like that. And the other thing I'm gonna clip is this, that I'll probably clip on the other side, so I cover that person. I'm not gonna cover him completely, but you know, a little bit. I will probably collage on this page. Okay, I also have this tape. Look how wonderful it is. I'm going to cut around this fish and just get the whale, the big whale. And then I like to press so that all the air bubbles go away and you don't see much of the plastic. I mean, you will still see it, but that's it. Oops. It's pretty. It's very pretty. I think I want to put some of these stickers in here because they just look so pretty. And I'm gonna choose pages that are mostly white so I don't have to cut around them. Ooh, like that one looks like the bubbles are coming out of him. That's what we're gonna do. Let me put in this pocket some of this. So I'm gonna put all of that here actually. So my journal is getting very chunky already. And all we're doing is putting stickers. So I'm gonna stop with the stickers for now, and I'm gonna put these ones in my little bag. Where's my baggie? Here. There. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I want to add this. I'm gonna do something to it. Maybe I'll add a paper ruffle here because I cut through it. So maybe I'll do just like a tab in there. I'm going to round the corners. I've used some of the cut parts from my other paper pad, the one that it's more shabby chic, to create a journaling cards. Sometimes I modify them, like I put lace on them, but I'm keeping these ones very simple. But I like what it says. Sunny days are here again. There. Do I want to leave the string hanging? Maybe not. Okay, so this is a simple journaling card that I'm gonna add at the beginning of my journal. You know, I'm going to clip it here because I wanted it to be seen. I want to start by looking at that. There. So maybe I'll journal here, but I'll keep it like that. Let me find some other pieces of papers and I'll be back. Okay, so I don't know if I've shown you this, but this is a box I made. It's a popsicle box that I covered in magazine paper. And I keep some papers in here. So I want to use some of these ephemera papers. I think I'm just gonna go for this. I mean, just to start with something. So those are gonna go in there. So basically these are all papers that I think I could use while journaling. So these are the strips that I cut out while I was making my signature. So I'm adding some of those. This is one that was kind of falling apart. Actually, the back pocket needs more paper, so I'm gonna put those in there, and then the back pocket. And so now let's make our closure. So I've been really enjoying this type of closure that I'm gonna show you. It's very simple, and I like it because I don't have to think in advance. And I'll tell you why. So I'm just gonna cut a piece of ribbon. So my first journals, I was making a closure that was part of the cover. So it was either putting brads in here with that little circle kind of thing, or gluing a piece of ribbon inside my cover. But then I had a few other journals where I totally forgot to do that. And then I was like, how do I make my cover, my sorry, not cover, my closure. So this is all I do. I pass a ribbon, I'm gonna do it again, through my binding, see, and then you have a closure. It's very simple. Maybe I should have cut a little bit longer, but no, that's good. Oh my god. Um, guys, I'm way too excited. I almost screamed, and then I started bumping into things. This is uh excitement. Let me clean up a little bit, and we're gonna do a final flip thing. But let's look inside. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so we open it. I'm not gonna go through all the little details we just added, so we're just gonna look at every page. I love this. I love how that seahorse stenciling mark looks like there. My ocean image. I love this, how these two look like, and with the music paper over there, it looks really nice. I wish this one I had it cut differently, like I would have cut the bottom, but I can always cover that where it says color your new picture. Or I could just use as a prompt and color this page. Why not? That's the surprise when you start journaling in a junk journal. I love this page. This one I made it by stamping. And more jellyfish. Oh, that's beautiful. Stenciling mark. This is made with bubbles and food coloring. Another seahorse. Oh, this one is beautiful. More jellyfish. This coffee dye paper turned out amazing. I honestly don't know how that happened. Just beautiful. Ooh, more jellyfish. This one looks really cute too. I think this needs some more blue this side, but I like how it looks like. My little booklet. The plastic tape. I think it was probably this way. We're gonna ignore that. The octopus stenciling. That's a seashell stenciling. Doesn't look great, but that's okay. Pockets. This is a better seashell stenciling. I love it. So the pages that I really like, I'd probably just write on top of them instead of collaging. This one is another one I love. I don't know, it's the best one with food coloring. Ooh, and the octopus, so beautiful. My needle of the second signature. That's another good stenciling. And that beautiful page. Another octopus. And that. The sea stars. So that's Mad, my ocean journal. Thank you for joining me in this whole adventure of making my journal. I'm not very good at making journals on camera, so thank you for your patience and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.